With so much Cars on the Road action this year, it really is nice to get a brand new character from Cars 3 for a change. I mean, just look at this guy. It's Breaker Boggs, a character that, well, he didn't have any speaking lines, but he did play kind of somewhat of a big role in a way in the Thunder Hollow scene in Cars 3. One of my favorite scenes, honestly, from the entire movie. So it's really cool to get him as a diecast finally after 6 years. But, better late than never. So welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. Hope you're all having an awesome day today, and if you're not, well, I think this video will make it just a little bit better for you, hopefully. Because, I mean, we got Breaker Box in the house. Just look at how cool he looks. Not to mention, this is my first car on the Red Riders packaging. Well, it's singles packaging. Technically, the Tokyo Mater 2-packs have had this Red Riders packaging as well. But this is my first single with it, so obviously the white box is gone. The Mattel logo is down here now to the left, and the 3 Plus logo is up here now over the Mattel logo, so yay. Not really that big of a change, but I must say the little change that they did do makes it look just that much better, I would say, kind of, probably, I don't know. I mean, the white box didn't bother me, but I guess it makes it look a little different. I saved them from changing in the packaging too soon, I guess, because they're lazy. I don't know why else they wouldn't just overhaul it completely and give it a whole new look, but whatever. That's enough talk about that. We're here to talk about Breaker. I love his artwork. It looks very, very nice. He's very muddy, of course, as you can see. He got mud splatter all over him. And it looks like they translated that pretty well onto the diecast. I'd say it looks like at least they gave him muddy tires and didn't just like make them all brown like the Salt Flats racers. Well, not brown for them, but they have, you know what I mean, the salty white tires. But for this guy, they actually made it look like he actually has mud on him instead of making the entire tire the mud color or brown. So that's nice. That's a lot of word jumbling there, but you know what I mean. Very cool though. He looks very kind of like surprised, kind of unsure of himself, because of course you don't know where this guy appears at. He obviously appears right after McQueen is found out in the or at the Thunder Hollow, and as soon as they realize Lightning McQueen is there, after all the mud like washes away from him after Mr. Drippy falls over, all these cars just come rushing to him, and Breaker and his friend, I don't know, they look exactly the same. Maybe they're both named Breaker. But they come up to him with this big old sign that says, "Got my tires dirty at Thunder Hollow." They take a picture, and it goes into the news, of course. Then we hear Miss Fritter talking on the news and everything. It's a crazy scene. Very hectic, but I like it a lot. Yeah, Thunder Hollow, definitely one of the best scenes in all of Cars 3, I'd say. Big old choking hazard, of course. Small parts, not for children under 3 years. Alright. Well, oh yeah, because it does come with this fire barrel. I can't forget about that. Which looks pretty nice, I must say. I think they've included one of them before. Like right here with Cruz Ramirez as Francis Beltline, as you can see. Looks to be the exact same. This just gives us a better comparison of the two packagings together next to each other. I should put this one on this side because it came before. But yeah, it definitely looks better. I like this packaging a lot better, even though I wish they would have just completely changed it, and give us like a whole new color or some whole new background, but whatever. Not ready to do that just yet, I guess. That's okay. But yeah, the fire barrel looks to be the exact same to me, which is okay. I don't have Cruise open yet because I already have her. Well, I do have the Chinese one, so that's why I didn't open this Thailand one. But I thought if I get two, I would, but I never did find two. I got this one for Christmas last year. But yeah, alright. That's enough for the front of Breaker's card. Call him Baker. As seen in Cars 3, of course. Yes, you got it right, Mattel. Very glad, too, because I was getting a little worried because he was on the back of some Cars on the Road packages. And I was thinking, oh no, do they really think he appeared in Cars on the Road? Thankfully, they got it right. And then we got lots of other cool cars back here. Only 5, though, because I don't know why they don't put a car here anymore. It's like, doesn't make any sense to me. They haven't in 2023, I don't think at all. And then you got the Spanish choking hazard thing there again. There's Jet Robinson. Duke Coulters, Noah Gochek, who I can't find for the life of me for some reason, Jackson Storm, and Ryan Inside Laney, who I also can't find for the life of me. Technically, I can't find any of them from 2023, except for Jackson Storm, but I can't even find him on the Red Riders packaging, so yeah, Canada's hurting for cars. But yeah, this guy looks cool. I did get him from Mr. Docket, of course, so thank you very much for him to send it to me, of course. You guys probably saw it in my mega haul. I opened him up outside. And he came on a case L. I think that was the only case he was in. But obviously, he's also in a 5-pack this year without his fire barrel. So I do want to show you guys a picture of that 5-pack just for comparison's sake. It's actually a pretty cool 5-pack because it has Cruz Ramirez's Francis Beltline. It's got the Muddy Rusty's Racing Center McQueen. It's got Airborne, and Patty, who I don't have. So two cars, or actually, yeah, two cars I don't have, plus some tiny variants because I don't have the muddy Rusty's Racing Center McQueen either. Well, I do have him, but I haven't opened him yet. Here he is. By the way, I should have probably opened him before I did this review, but I don't know. He's on 2021 packaging, kind of a rare one, I think, so he didn't really want to open him. But this card's all busted up, kind of. I only got one, but whatever. Probably find another one eventually. So, without any further ado, let's bust open Breaker. Was that a smooth unboxing or what? I mean, my goodness, that never happens when I open cards from the top anymore. I've been trying to recently because honestly, I think it's much more enjoyable to open them from the top. It just feels right. I don't know how to describe it. But the thing is, it always ends up damaging the card so bad, and it just takes too long also because I'm like digging my thumb into the cardboard like a madman, and I just can't seem to tear into it. But this time, I don't know, it just came off really nicely. Maybe because Breaker's so light. That's probably why. But anyways, Breaker looks very nice, very cool pitty. I love his yellow and black color scheme with all the mud splatter and everything. Very cool that they included a little fire barrel. I wish it was not hollow in the inside. But whatever, very cool. It's got the little fire on top, the flame. Very nice. Breaker looks awesome though. He really does. They did a great job detailing him with all the mud and everything. Take a closer look at him in a second. I do want to show you guys where exactly he appeared at in Cars 3. I'm sure you know because I was just talking about it a few minutes ago. But obviously, he is one of the two pitties holding up the "I got my tires dirty at Thunder Hollow" sign. Like once they find out that it's him, once all the mud comes off Chester Ripple Filter, and it reveals that he's McQueen, obviously Breaker and the other unnamed pitty just go bonkers over him and try to get a picture with him. And then that is when the scene cuts to Mac driving at full speed down the highway, just trying to get out of there as fast as he can, because well, unfortunately for McQueen, he didn't want Jackson Storm and everyone else in the racing world to find out that he was at a demo derby of all things. But he did, and he, had quite a good laugh about it too, that old Jackson Storm. But anyways, yeah, Breaker is pretty small, so we're gonna have to do a extreme close-up for him. His expression, first of all, pretty nice, kind of just standard. I kind of wish they would have made him have the expression that he does have in that scene. It's very, like, creepily, like, it's a cool smile, but it would look cool on a die-cast. Would have been something different, but whatever, Mattel. Maybe if they do decide to release the other one that looks the exact same, maybe they'll give him a different expression, but honestly, I don't think so. When it comes to cars looking the same, like Kabuto Ninja, for example, there's 4 of them, they all look the same. Mattel's not going to do every single one of them. They just expect you to buy 4 if you really want all of them. So I think the same thing is, and kind of like going to end up going for Breaker here. They'll probably just expect you to buy 2 if you really want to have 2 like there are in the movie. But anyways, lots of nice mud detailing, lots of nice mud splatter all throughout his body here. You know what's funny is you could actually put up a fight that he is one of the former Piston Cup stock car pitties because he shares a very similar design to Stacy here, but of course Stacy is a female, so I guess he can't really be Stacy. He's a male, obviously. Well, actually, technically, we don't know that. Technically, we don't know that. He does have different color eyes. His are like a hazel green. Stacy's are blue, so probably not Stacy. Dudley Spare, he's yellow. Could he be Dudley? More similar color of yellow, but his eyes are green and his are brown, so it can't really be him either. Than Megan, of course. Once again, she's very much so a female with those eyelashes and the blue eyes, so yeah, definitely not Megan. But who knows, it could have been one from years past because he definitely seems a little older. He does have this like tank back here, this air compressor type tank. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's not as detailed as some that we've seen before, like this one on Pan Wheeled Arrow. I don't know why they decided to skimp out on it. They didn't put the black paint on it, which kind of sucks. But, oh well. I mean, he looks to be the same model as Pam. Now that I'm looking at him more closely, pretty much the exact same. Obviously, he's got the bigger tires. Very nice. Nice treads on them, too. They're not very thick, though, I must say. I thought they'd be a little thicker. Is that a metal base, though? I think it is. Looks like they came on metal base. Well, that's cool. But lots of nice mud splatter on them. They detail them very nicely. Got his yellow rims with the little gray screws in there, I guess, whatever you call them, screws or rivets, whatever, all the same. I really do wish that they would always like continue the mud detailing onto the forks, but they never detail the forks in any way usually. Actually, that's not true. They did with Hall and Haynes, but that was more like not really mud detailing it. They were just putting some yellow paint on it there and some gray paint. So I don't know why they don't ever seem to detail the forks, but they look a bit too shiny and new to be on this old muddy pitty who's always, spending his days at the old demolition derby. They look a bit too clean for that. But he does have the Thunder Hollow Speedway logo there on his side, like a little bumper sticker by his right under like his window there. No doors on this model of Pitty. That's kind of interesting. And I don't know what this little gray sheet of metal or whatever it is it's supposed to be back there. It kind of looks like, once again, kind of reminding me of the Piston Cup pitties, because it's like he had a tool chest there and he covered it up with some sheet metal. But he does have like this big old vent system in the back, and obviously the Piston Cup ones do not. So it's probably not the same, but it would be kind of funny to think about. But is that plastic? No, it's not. Alright, that's good. I was thinking that was plastic. All the wheel wells are plastic, of course, though. The tank is plastic, the forks are plastic, wheels obviously are plastic, and even his hat here, his little black hat, is plastic as well. It looks to be like the same hat as we see on Rich Hurry here, but obviously black now, and different than the one on Pam, because obviously he has like a visor. Pam does not, but different than the ones from the old Piston Cup pitties, so that's kind of interesting. Very cool though. His expression's okay. It's growing on me. But I was kind of hoping it would be the same as he looked in the movie. But oh well. He also has this little like window decal here, which I have no idea what that says. It looks like something Boggs, which is his last name, so that would make sense. But I don't know like what Boggs. It looks like two letters and then Boggs. I have no idea. I'm gonna ask around, see if anyone else can discern what that says. That is really odd. I have no idea what that says. But lots of mud, unless that's rust. I don't know. It kind of looks like rust there. But obviously it's mud on the tires. I think it's all supposed to be mud. I don't think he's that rusty. But cool that they made a metal base. That's nice. It's cool to the touch. Kind of. It's not as cool as some of the metal bases, like Colin Haynes. This is definitely way cooler, so I don't know. Maybe it's a different kind of metal? I am not sure, but that is cool. They've really been doing a good job of putting metal bases on cars recently. Actually, not on Rich Hurry, I guess. Does Pam have one? Definitely not. I don't know, but some of those ones had like other accessories with them, so I guess that's probably why. I think the cars had to be a certain weight in order for them to be a single, but those tires, wow, they sure are thin. I was not expecting that. Wow. He's supposed to have bigger tires, and they don't really like add to his height or anything, so I don't know. Kind of odd, but definitely like bigger in the front, smaller in the back. S23A is the date stamp. Pretty cool. What does that mean? The 23rd week of 2023 at the factory, so pretty recently. But yeah, he's a small pitty. There's not that much to talk about with him. So we may as well just zoom on out and take a little look at this fire barrel, which they did actually detail pretty nice. So I'll zoom back in actually. It looks like they actually gave like the flame some nice detail. It's darker orange on the top, yellow on the bottom. They dented it quite a bit. Yeah, it's nice, like a copper brown color. Looks like it's just been out there in the mud of Thunder Hollow getting crashed into for the last few years for sure. But it is hollow inside, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, cool little accessory, I'd say, to include with Breaker. They could have done better, probably could have included the sign. But whatever, that would have been really cool. Got my tires dirty at Thunder Hollow. If you would have had that sign, that would have been awesome. Just thinking of that. But whatever, that's okay. Obviously, we kind of already compared the pitties, so no real need to do it again. You can clearly tell he's the same model as Pam. Still has the wheel wells like Pam, still has the thing on the back like Pam, but more metal on him. Plastic on Pam on the back, so that's kind of nice. An upgrade there for sure. You can barely see Pam's face, she's all covered up. And then comparing to Dudley Spare, I guess. Piston Cup P. Yep, checks out. Pretty much the same, but obviously this is China, this is Thailand, so I can already tell the windows are smaller on Breaker, but that's not really that big of a deal. Classic China to Thailand changes that they always make, little things like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for Breaker. Obviously, he's in the 5-pack if you want to get him there. They don't sell 5-packs in Canada, so I don't know if I'll be able to get that, but if you guys can, go for it. That's kind of cool. Comes with Airborne, Patty, Lightning McQueen with his Rusty's muddy paint job, and then of course Cruz Ramirez's Francis Beltline. So a lot of cars that I don't really need, but a couple. Technically, like I said, I don't have the muddy Rusty's McQueen opened up. I don't have Patty at all, so that would be kind of nice for me to get that pack, and then I could get another breaker too. But then, of course, if I got that pack, I'd have to open it, I don't know if I want to open it because, there's only like, at the end of the day, I guess there technically be one car that I don't have from it, but maybe I will if I can find it on Amazon for cheap enough or something like that. Anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.